Well, short, was it a fiat? So from the then IGP that they were not going to.
Is it then? I think it's the same IGP or?
No, I think
Okay.
Bueno.
Bueno.
So yeah. So they were not going to be going out with these, is it make-believe bullion vans. And the Bank of Ghana also made a statement that they were going to consider getting a pool of bullion vans so the banks can rent from that. I thought that was a forward-looking, progressive the decisions or by the two major individuals or institutions. However, thereafter too, we have seen a lot of bullion vans moving with military accompanying them behind, and I think that is the best way to police any bullion van. Okay, the security force should be either ahead, one behind, or if it's one, it should be behind. Because if you are sitting in the van, look at what happened. The guy just moved straight to the passenger side because he knows that's where the policeman is. Okay, now you disable the policeman, you're good to attack the van. You get it, and so that's what happened. And it's a sad sin. The police, I believe, and I know they will be able to apprehend these perpetrators of these crime. But as your take said, John Hughes said, it's happened. You go commiserate with the families. There's sympathizing and cool. Then what next? The person is gone. And so what measures are we going to put in place as a people, as a country, as a security force to ensure that these things don't recur? That is the most important one. Let's look at the issue of getting proper bullion vans, get a police attaché of about 3 officers in a van following the bullion van. And then, if anything, if you make these attempts, if there were security people, they would have, you get it. I understand one went, took the policeman's gun and was trying to shoot at the people. So that became exchange of fire and co. By the time you see that they were almost gone. You get it. So that doesn't make it a very effective or efficient policing on that score. Look at this. You see, if there was a following van, you think this guy can go? He cannot go. They will gun you down. Fast. So let's see how we can do this. Because the van, people are coming for the money. But I understand nobody even opened their back there to take anything. So people are thinking maybe it was an assassination attempt or whatever. Whatever it is, we don't need to be having these kind of things in our country. It doesn't send right signals that we are safe as a people, and the security issue is not up to what we expect. That sends wrong signals out there. So let's let the Ghana police, I know they will come out with a statement. When they do, let's see what measures they are going to put in place. I have absolute confidence and trust in the current IGP and his team and what they are doing. Let's see if they can give us solutions going forward. But they should work with the Bank of Ghana to enforce and implement that proposal of getting a pool of bullion vans, proper ones, not these type, bulletproof, that can do the work for all of us. We commiserate with the family of the policeman.
What do you make of it? The level of alertness, the procedure and the standard operating procedure in itself to be able to transport or collect cash following that last incident which led to those directives?
I have suddenly become emotional. I just received a message here that the policeman who lost his life in this incident comes from the same village with me.
Oh.
Yes. And that our former assemblyman's son.
Oh.
So that is it. And when I didn't see the video, I was wondering why the policeman didn't come out when they stopped.
No, they were fueling.
No, they were fueling, yes. No, but he still needs to come out.
Take cash.
Cash, okay.
Star oil.
So for me, I thought that he could have also come out and cock his gun.
On alert.
On alert, just be there, Yes. That crossed my mind. as somebody who has a little bit of, because if you get to the scene and knowing that these things have become rampant, and the next question too is, why is it only one policeman? Because in the last incident, there was only another one policeman. And we came here to talk about if there were 2 or 3, could have saved the situation. Now, 2 days ago, I was at Lance's office. And I saw army men in a pickup. I didn't know what they were there for. Because I was also there to do my things. But I saw them parked quietly, watching, and they were there, like 4 or 5 of them on the pickup. It was when I finished what I was doing, then they also finished, and I saw a pickup that took, I think it's this type of vans, and then the army were now following.
That's what they do.
So if that is now the new modus operandi, why have we left this policeman all by himself? And you will notice that I think, there are motives for every criminal act. Their act was not to take money. I think they were looking for protection from a gun. And they only targeted the policeman, took his gun. They were not interested in money. Because nobody was chasing them for you to say that because they saw the police coming, then they didn't attack the van to pick the money. You could just see that the whole exercise was that I'm sure these are either new guys who have gone into the trade, or these are guys who need more weapons and then decided that let's chase them and take this gun. So it is not, and I'm saying that every crime has its motive. In this attack, you can see it's not about the money in the pickup, but it's about how do we get a weapon to protect ourselves
for other ulterior
motives. But I think that my condolences to my former assemblyman for the loss of his son.
My condolences to him.
But nobody, the crowd around, nobody seemed to be going.
But they have guns.
There's gun, yeah.
Legend, there was a directive. We needed metal plated or armored plated. That was the phrase that was used by Dr. Adam Bonal this morning. Armored plated. He's also saying that if the floodgates are open for a third party conveying or transporting or cash transporting companies to just go about also purchasing these armored vehicles, it poses some level of security risk to the state. So,
Ronald, let me ask you, and let me ask
all of us here.
All of us here. We all have cars, don't we?
Yes.
When you sit in your car, what's the first thing you do? You wear your seatbelt.
Yes, and then lock.
You start the car.
Yeah.
Then you lock the door.
Yeah.
Why wasn't that door locked?
It has stopped.
They had stopped.
Huh?
They had stopped away.
They have stopped to do what?
When you stop,
The
in some cars,
the passenger side. Why wasn't it locked?
But they keep, according to the statement we have from Star Oil, that, and this is the statement, let me just, it says, okay, so it says the incident happened at 1:30 p.m.
Yes.
That the robbers attacked the van a few minutes after it arrived for cash collection
So I'm
at the
asking
station.
the question, why wasn't the passenger door locked? Why?
They were coming to collect cash.
Most times with pickups, you can control the lock from the driver's side.
Yeah.
And you can open the driver's side without the other doors opening. Why wasn't it locked? Because if you look at how he opened the door, he just opened it. It was open.
it depends on the settings.
What settings?
In some cars, once you stop and you are on the parking, the door's open.
No.
Yes.
No, this is supposed to be a van carrying money, which means it has to be highly protected.
This is just a paper.
And that wait. And that is part and parcel of the modus
Maybe they
operandi.
have heavy cash.
It doesn't matter. There might be no cash in this, but look, somebody is dead. Now, I don't understand why it wasn't locked. Second thing, please, let's stop calling them bullion vans.
These are pickups.
Pickups.
These are just
Fabricated
cash carrying pickups. Huh?
So no more bullion van.
A bullion van has heavily reinforced and armored body to provide maximum protection against theft, robbery, or attacks. The body is typically made of high-strength steel and may incorporate additional materials like bullet-resistant glass, Kevlar, or other ballistic materials. Does that pickup have that? And so you ask the question. We have natural resources in this country, don't we? We have steel, don't we? If we are able...
This is the correct one.
Yes, this is a bullion van.
Yes, proper one.
This is what we call a bullion van.
So we should have this thing roaming on our streets.
That's
Why
what,
not?
no, that's why I said the Bank of Ghana said they were going to...
Because that's why even the glass, the
so
glass
that they
is
rent
bulletproof.
them. Yes.
Wait, you
Yes,
said you have
they
a
rent
bullion
them.
I'm asking.
We have to if not even to protect the money. Eh?
No, but that's what Bank
the
of
money,
Ghana
the money,
uses
the
to
money is
transport
variable.
money to
the money
the
is
banks.
variable.
Yes.
The life is fixed. If it's just even to protect the lives in that vehicle. Look, in Europe, America, when they attack a bullion van, they don't use guns though.
Bombs,
Explosives.
Maybe those at the Bank of
Explosives.
Ghana and then the
So-
commercial banks.
so-
and maybe they don't travel outside, so they don't know.
Look, stop being mischief. Look, we have steel in this country. What are we doing to extract that steel? Because one of the things we can do, yes, the president has gone out. He's brought in car companies to do what? Assemble cars here. Please, I beg him. He seems to have power to convince vehicle companies to come into this country. Please go out there, convince bullion manufacturers to come into Ghana, using our steel as a yardstick. Come in here and not only produce these bullion vans for Ghana, but produce these bullion vans for the sub-region and for Africa. Because if we have a company assembling bullion vans in this country, we won't have this problem. Please, beg the president. He should try and do that. Because people can't lose their lives. It isn't something that is new. People have died because of these types of ambushes. And when you look at it, I'm not sure whether the mens rea of the people who attacked the cash van, whether the mens rea was actually to steal money. It doesn't look it. It's either
They just took they shot the gentleman.
It's either there is some.
They took his rifle, right?
There is some situation with the person who they shot, or as AB said, maybe it is the rifle they wanted. But if that is the case, was there money in this van? And if there was money in this van, where were the soldiers following it? The other thing, why would a so-called bullion van go to a public petrol station to fill? Why?
No, is that they were going to take their money.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Look at where they park.
Is that what he said? Look
Yeah,
at.
they were going to take money.
So
You
if
don't-
they were
you
going to
don't
take
take the
money,
money,
if they were going to take money, where is the soldiers' vehicle that is following them? Look, they've reversed.
That's what they didn't have. They didn't have one.
They have all the police. They
But
use
what
the
did they
police.
tell us? What were we told? We were told that from this point on.
Yes.
There was
soldiers
a
are going
July
to-
1 directive, yes.
Yes. So
That year.
Why?
It's the
And
company.
the 2 years ago, the policy that was brought out by, what do you call it? Oh, this one is what do you call it? This one they are showing.
Kantanka.
Is a Kantanka one.
No.
No.
No,
It's a
what is
Hilux.
it? That's the Kantanka
Nissan.
sign on it.
And this
Yes.
the prototype
Yeah.
Yes, this is the
Kantanka.
Kantanka
They
sign.
said the code to build.
So why aren't we giving them the impetus
The
to do it?
off-taker agreements to-
Why aren't we?
So Kantanka would have built this nice one.
Exactly. Why aren't we? If they can build it, why aren't we? Why aren't we doing it?
Money need money. So I should ask you, why are we talking about outside? Can't we let KNUST engineering student, engineering experts do this for us?
Well,
Why should we always seek help outside?
But that is the bane of this country. That is the bane of this country. We talk local content. We don't practice local content. Look at the industry. Look at all the industries. Let's take the telecoms industry. What local companies in there? Tell me. And when we have local companies, do they have the wherewithal? Do they have the money to be able to catapult themselves? We don't intentionally do things to help our own. We prefer the foreigners coming in. And we don't know that the foreigners coming in is capital flight going out. So, Can the Ministry of Defense, the Interior Minister, manufacturers, business people sit and say, how can we build this armored vehicle for ourselves? What will it take to build this armored vehicle? You know these armored vehicles, they are assembled in Nigeria. You know that? Nigeria assembles armored vehicles. Why can't we do it in Ghana? With all the natural resources we have, why can't we do it in Ghana? We have money to buy 4x4s, don't we? We have money to buy 4x4s, don't we? Things that will protect our money.
We started somewhere. This government has started somewhere. Vehicle assembling plants.
The vehicle
local
assembly.
industrialization.
Look, wait.
Step by step.
Is this not very important? To have a local assembly plant to build armored vehicles?
Roland used the word off-taker, so that's important.
You're trying to tell me in
how
Africa
many-
we can't...
Because it's not a mass product. Usually,
wait,
there need to be an offset. And I've worked in an entity for a long time where...
This is where marketing is key.
Where?
This is where information is key. So if it is something you want to do and you feel you don't have off-takers here, you go into Africa. AFCTFA is around the corner.
Yeah.
So Africa, this is what we are doing.
Maybe South Africa, they have this.
This is what we are doing.
Plants.
Would you be prepared to buy?
Help us. Okay.
Would you be prepared to buy? Find off-takers. We are sitting lazily and thinking that manna will fall from heaven. It will not fall from heaven. And it looks as if life isn't important to us because this thing has happened over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So, Bank of Ghana, the policy that they brought out, did they put any penalties to that policy if it is not adhered to? And it has happened again. I want to hear what the Bank of Ghana governor is going to say where this is concerned. And as we said before, can the Bank of Ghana decide, okay, it looks as if these people who transport monies for the Bank of Ghana, they don't have the wherewithal to buy these things. Okay, let's try as much as possible to get some of these vehicles and rent it or lease it out.
No, that's what they said. A pool.
Or lease it out. Can't we do it? Who owns the ambulances?
Can we, create a special purpose vehicle that can do that?
Who owns the ambulances?
The government of Ghana.
What do the ambulances do?
The constituency or district.
I said, what do the ambulances do? Haven't the ambulances saved a lot of life in
But
this
I'm
country?
reading here that
There's a pool.
the armed robbers have been arrested.
I said they will arrest.
The police, the robbers who were involved in the killing of a police officer at Ablekuma have reportedly
Are you reading on the statement or are you just...
No, they have been arrested.
Where? Ghana Web.
Ghana Web. A video captured the persons at the Star Oil filling station suggests that the arrest of the 4 armed robbers happened a few hours after they committed a cruel act in the early hours of Thursday, 22nd.
But why should, as I asked, why should these so-called bullion vans be buying petrol from a petrol garage? Why? Shouldn't there be a special place where they can
came
all
to
go?
collect cash, according to the statement from Star Oil.
They came to collect cash.
Came to collect cash.
Yes.
All right. This is a very unfortunate...
Straight went to
very
the guy,
unfortunate.
went for the guy and shot him just like
Very
this.
unfortunate. But then if they came to collect cash, what's the way of driving into
That's
these
the,
petrol
the SOP,
garages?
the
Yes.
standard operating procedure.
How? Because in some countries, the bullion vans don't go to the front of the outfit. They go to the back, and the back is
Some
reinforced.
segregated place.
Yes, they go to the back. So why is this
Here,
in open?
there's no back.
Why?
There's no back.
But this is what we should in our planning. You see,
That's what
you
Lawyer
see-
Malba
you
said.
see,
Once
in
you
our
get there, the
planning,
police should get
in
down
our
and then
planning,
be
in our
alert.
planning of our
That's the
petrol
best
garages,
way.
in our planning of our offices, if we are a setup that has where money has to be taken from there to the bank, these things should be incorporated in our planning and building.
All right.
It's unfortunate.
We don't value life, so
Because
that's
anytime
how
I
it is.
saw the military van behind them, I thought that's good.
All right.
That's,
Okay.
that,
All right.
we still
I
have
think
the
that
police sitting
we'll try
in
and bring
front.
our discussions
Yes.
to an end. But Lawyer Maliba, I had this from Mr. Mike Kofi Aflu, who says that I should ask you this question: the Supreme Court has granted James Jechikwesin 7 more days to file review. Is that it?
That is so. And
So what's the implication?
We are trying to go for a review of the decision that says that his name should be expunged. And so, but the decision didn't come in good time.
Okay.
the Supreme Court rule says that you have up to 30 days within which to file a review
Okay.
after the decision has been given. But because the decision took some time, it ate into the 30 days.
Okay.
So we went to court yesterday to ask the court to give us our full complement of 30 days to enable us to file a
So that's okay. So now he's back in the constituency campaign.
Oh yeah, that night he was there.
But the review is much ado about nothing, right?
This prejudicial again. So that means that,
You take me to God.
Why is it much to do about nothing? That's what they want to do now.
But sometimes when they come here, they insinuate that the criminal case could result in
yeah, that is why
the accused
that is why Chikata
going to jail.
Attorney General on yesterday, the last time. You
2
know,
days ago.
It was heated. Because an Attorney General should not make prejudicial comments.
Yes.
You don't do that.
Yes.
No, that's case precedence. That's case precedence. So what are we doing?
In the case of
In our jurisprudence, we use case law.
I think Opuni also one of the cases, or did the after first one? The man was sick. There was a director who was sick, and they wheeled him to the court.
Yeah.
You know what the Attorney General said? That he should just plead guilty, and they'll put him in for 3 days, 3 months. How can Attorney General talk that way?
But that's in court.
In court, it is wrong. You don't do those things.
Oh, but that's in court.
No, you don't do those things. An Attorney General
The law is in the bosom of the
judge. It's not your.
It's not your.
Oh,
No, he's
social
made a
media. Our court
proposition. You
reporter was
either
saying there
take it
was
or you
there was
disregard
an
it.
exchange
That's
between
all. Lawyers do.
well, I don't know
it's
where.
part of
Okay,
the
there was
legal processes.
an exchange. Chachu,
Attorney General.
Attorney General.
Yeah, it was
Lawyer
heated.
Dami, and then
Heated.
okay.
It was heated.
You know, he spoke about
and then we are
it.
told that Mr. Chachu said this was beyond him also.
Beneath him.
him.
He just wants to show experience and say that it's not everything that you must comment on.
No,
And that,
Chachu said 56,
that-
57 years of what. And lawyer also, Attorney AG also.
All right, thank you very
rebutted
much.
That,
Yeah.
that 57
Lawyer-
years, the other things.
Lawyer
he
Maliba,
also
thank you
did.
very much. Lawyer Kwame Jantua.
What do you call
Messages.
it? Yes.
Oh, I have lots of
Okay,
messages.
yeah.
And then also, George AC, thank you very much.
Yeah, okay.
Today has been peaceful. So far,
Oh, no, there's
no
always-
war today.
No, there's always somebody.
All right,
who
so
feels-
I have Alfred Dodu says, tell Mr. Yisi to behave himself. Oh, please.
Oh, why? What did I do?
And then Bwaka Goswe says, same happened in Northeast region a few years ago when robbers attacked a money-carrying pickup and then shot dead the police and the civilian driver.
Roland, SOS message, short one.
Okay.
Please, let's stop. Let's not walk through flood waters when it's raining. We keep warning. In
What?
Kumasi, when we saw the videos.
Yeah, they were walking through
kids
flood
were
water.
walking through, and if you
But-
look at the sides,
But you should come to us while we do proper education.
Yes, one-on-one here.
Come and pay us while we educate the public. So
It will be your
Samuel,
corporate social responsibility.
but we'll take some money. It's not for the airtime is not for free. Samuel Evans Ota says we can do it on New Day constantly.
Yes,
We're doing it every 3 days.
We'll
for
talk
you.
to Madam. She will give us that corporate
Roland, please educate me. Can't that so-called excess capacity be used to expand electricity to areas in Ghana that are still not on the
We have
national
had over
grid, or be
90%
given to
penetration.
companies that are operating under their maximum capacity due to lack of power? Please educate me. And that's Samuel Evans watching us from Birmingham. Wow. And then
90% penetration.
and then we have a couple as well. Okay, so, all right. So thank you all of you for sending us some of those. Let me just go on to the mainstream WhatsApp so that I can read a couple of them as well. Money, you have already sent your message. Now, Philip Aboche Nketa says, in fact, Ghanaians are sitting on a bombshell. Independent power producers are saying they will put us in darkness. Dr. Bawumia and Nanado should put their heads together and pay that 30%. We don't want trouble. Philip Abuchi from Keta and many of you. And then this one from Musa Abatwa in Aswase. If you deduce the conversation since this issue broke, you clearly come to one conclusion that the deal is inimical to the interests of Ghanaians. For more indications, the Torrentco deal with Tor is also shrouded in corruption and underhand dealings. That's why all energy sector players and the CSOs are kicking against it. Torrentco. Are you closely related to that company?
Me, Kwame.
You're not? We're taking a break. When
What are
we
you
come
trying
back,
to say here,
we
Roland?
have
The
some
vice
great
president will
conversations.
be in our stand-off today, yeah?
We have some great conversations coming up today. So we'll have some interactions on
Sunday,
Ghana's
massive
most
rally.
beautiful, as well as other conversations right here on the show. And then the latest sports updates. We're taking a break. We'll be right back.